Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Scoob, and welcome to Spider's Diecast. So, thank you all for being here with me today. So, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on the mic again, but this time I got a really good reason. Yep, there you go, right there. My Nissan Skyline GTR BNR34, by the way, from the good folks at the Hot Wheels Red Line Club. Yep, finally got my RLC Skyline in. Got another one on the way. They say that one ain't gonna come till the 2nd, because I ordered 2 of them. And this is the 2024 selections car. If you're unfamiliar with the selections process, basically, the RLC, if you're a member, they let you choose, a few cars, the car that, you want them to do, and you all vote on that, and then, afterwards, you vote on the color it's going to be, the paint color, the wheels, the style and color, I guess. And basically, you after you vote on all of that, then you'd have to wait basically a whole year for it, because they have to fill in all of those orders, because people are going to be buying more than one, and then it's an unlimited number anyway. So definitely take some time. Just taking a little sip of my drink. So actually, they had slated it to come in December, since we ordered all of ours in December. But I knew it. Usually it comes a little bit earlier. This time it came about like 2 months early. So that's the same thing that happened when I ordered my blue Lamborghini Countach from the selections thing a couple of years ago. So the Lamborghini and the that purple '69 Dodge Charger. So there's the little mumbo jumbo right there. So if you want to pause that, you can read that if you want to. So I always like this little window they put in there. If you collect carded, but unfortunately I don't collect carded. My whole collection basically is loose. So this will be no exception. I'm finna bust this open. I got another one anyway. I'm gonna open that too. Just give me a second here, folks. Alrighty. Now we got that open. So, alright. Trying to move that off to the side. See if my turntables lined up. But anyway, there's been a lot of complaints about this casting, this R34. Not because it's bad, it's because they release it all the time. But it's such a great casting. Can you really complain about it? That's for the people that I guess don't collect too much JDM, or not at all. But it's hard to get your hand. It's still pretty hard to get your hands on, regardless. So I'm glad I got mine because I always miss out on the R34, the RLC version anyway. So without further ado, though, let's check out the details, the deets. So you got really nice, well-defined headlights. The GTR badge in the middle of the grille. So yeah, turn it around and take a look at that rear end, that backside. Got choice on the license plate. Decent exhaust system. I like how the color that they painted that exhaust in. It's kind of like a bronzish type of color. It don't really show up too good on the on my camera because I got the light on in my flash. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about now. And then these wheels are pretty nice. You know, I was a little worried about these wheels, but they look pretty good in person. In the renderings, they had the rim, blacked out, and then the rest of it this color. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But, it's a good thing that it didn't come out like that. Or at least release like that. So yeah, pretty nice. Goes good with this Oxblood red color, which they call it. It's darker than your standard Spectraflame red. So yeah, pretty nice. You got little deets on the interior. Got your seatbelt harnesses, your racing style. And you got some detail on the floor too. Very nice, some like cutouts. And to make the car more lightweight, I guess. And then you got the speakers in the back, painted that, same kind of, brash color, that brass, bronzish color. Oh yeah, and the carbon fiber wing, and then the carbon fiber spoiler right there. Don't really look too much like, carbon fiber. It looked more like little tire tracks. But, it's acceptable. At least, by Hot Wheels standards. I'm not going to get on them too much about it. This car looks, pretty nice. I'm a carbon fiber aficionado, though. As, some of you that have been around my channel, you know it by my customs that I do. Got the Nismo symbol right there. The Nismo logo on the sides. That's Nissan's motorsports division. Hence the name Nismo. Then you got the little GTR badge. I mean the GT badge that is on pretty much every Skyline that existed. So yeah, and you got the red dots on the wheel in the axle caps. All right, now finally we can pop the hood and look at that. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah. They kind of, they kind of skimped out a bit on the yellow convention car. They didn't, I don't think they painted that that engine at all on that one. But yeah, they definitely more than redeemed themselves on this one. And then that purple chameleon when they did after they did the yellow convention car, which I don't really have, but I don't really care. Even though it goes for some big money now, some stupid money. Got Skyline GTR on the spark plug cover. Pretty nice. Yeah, Mattel can, and Hot Wheels can do their thing when they really want to. So yeah, overall, I'm absolutely, impressed. So yeah, say what you want about, the Skylines, R34s, JDM in general. Sometimes I can fall into that trap of, complaining about, the flux of it all. But, that's better. But there's really no way you can, complain about this one. It's pretty much perfect. So anyway, thanks for watching. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. My second one's going to come in the mail in a couple of days. So thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, no flaws on this one. Thank God. The quality control on mine is, pretty nice. So anyway, I'm going to see y'all good folks later. And have a good one, y'all. All right, y'all.